Hi, welcome to this video of me finishing my sketchbook in a week. Before we get into any sketchbook content, let me catch you up on what's happened between the footage that I filmed for this video and right now where I'm recording this voiceover while making some door signs for my door. A warning ahead, this video is gonna be a mess. First off, when I finished filming this video, I went to transfer the footage to my PC and somehow my folder was gone. And that's how I found out the hard way that my hard drive was broken. My hard drive with all of my art files on it, mind you. And luckily, I know some people who are nifty with PCs, and I was able to recover the files from my hard drive, but I still had to get a new one, so that took a whole lot of my energy out of me to transfer like 2 terabytes of files and backing it up on an external hard drive that I had lying around, and then copying it to the new one when I got it. To be honest, I still haven't finished because I got 2 new hard drives, one for backup and one new one, and I still haven't installed the backup one, so during that time where I was waiting for the hard drive, transferring files and everything, I didn't want to film anything new because I didn't have enough space on my phone, and I was also too anxious to delete the old footage off of my phone because what if I lost it, then I wouldn't have a video. But as apparent from the footage for this video, I already didn't feel like filming a lot. I don't know. I just haven't been feeling like being on camera and talking to a camera, so I was very happy to just film me drawing in my sketchbook. And now, besides the little depressive phase that I had in between the footage and now, I've been really struggling with recording things. I haven't been feeling it. I haven't edited this video yet, so I don't want to start a new video while this is still not finished, blah blah blah. And then I thought about starting a new sketchbook, but it feels like a waste to start a new sketchbook when you're not filming it for the internet to see. And so I've just been in a little bit of, action limbo where I just do nothing all the time. But yeah, I've still been too scared to delete the footage off my phone, so I have to get this video edited before I can continue actually making more stuff. And now it's finally time to get into the sketchbook. So in this week, I was already working more in my sketchbook as is, but I was working in my second sketchbook, which is for pen doodles mostly and just sketches of portraits. And I had this vague idea of finishing my old sketchbook, which I started back in 2020 to finally be done with it. But what pushed me over the edge was seeing Applecheek's new video about finishing 3 of her sketchbooks, I think it was. And then I was like, you know what? It's time for me to do the same thing. And so I just dedicated the week to finishing my sketchbook as fast as possible. What you're seeing me draw here is a portrait of Lolo, an indie alt-rock artist that I listen to. I've been wanting to draw this specific photo shoot of hers for a while, of course more as a finished piece, but I decided to just put it in my sketchbook. And what I'm doing here is just the stuff that I do most times is use 2 markers to do sketches, one in a lighter color for a rough sketch and one for a more defined sketch, and then I usually go over it with either a fine line Muji pen or a brush pen depending on my mood to line it. Now this drawing took like a wrong turn somewhere in the middle and didn't want to go my way, and I was about to drop it because I hated the way it was looking, because I wanted to use some of the gel pens that I had laid out on the table, and I used them, and I hated it. And then I decided to try and salvage it with some colored pencils, and in the end, I think it ended up looking really cool. I especially like the textures in the hair of the brush pen combined with the colored pencils. It's not like a full piece like I would have liked it to be, but it's a sketchbook page, and I have to remind myself of that it's just a sketchbook page, and I had fun making this, and I like looking at it now, so that's a win for me. The second page I finished the same evening. I filled it with pen doodles of like Pinterest references, studies, and silly doodles of cats and raccoons. I let myself use a pen on this page, And the reason why I'm saying this so specifically is because I'm using an old Arteza mixed media sketchbook where one side of the page is actual like watercolor paper and it holds up to media very well. And the other side, so like half of the sketchbook, is this like very flat, slippery paper that wet media just bleeds on everywhere. Like any marker that you use will bleed as well. And I thought that I could use colored pencils on there, but they don't have a grip on the paper either, so they just slip around and you just can't get anything to look good on there. And you can't erase on the pages either because your eraser will peel up the page and rip it open and stuff. So the part of my brain that is responsible for being like precious of my sketchbook and wanting to use it to the best of my abilities only allows myself to use wet media on the good watercolor paper pages, and drawing with pen on there just feels like a waste. So, in editing time, another week has passed between the last clip and this one, and so I've been spending most of my time on the couch and like doing what I can on the couch, and drawing and editing is not one of those because I am not fortunate enough to own a laptop. Not that I'd use it much anyway, but yeah, so I haven't been at my PC at all, and now we're back. And even before the gap that I had in editing this, I didn't really know what to talk about in this, and I'm not sure whether I have the energy at the moment to look for music for you to like listen to while you watch this and maybe draw along. So either I will come up with something to ramble about, or this will just be a quick clip of me finishing this page and then we're gonna move on as fast as possible so I can get done editing this video after like a whole month? When did I film this? In the middle of March. It's now the middle of April, basically. So, yeah. You know what? We're gonna do a little, like, ad break for myself. I have a little sticker shop, and I do a really, really bad job at advertising it because some little voice in my brain is just not very happy with some of the stickers and feels like they're not worth showing. And also, when you're the one posting the things, you see every single post and you'll like remember every single post that you make so vividly that it feels like you're annoying people when you're like, you know, showing the same sticker for the second time. But most likely, either most people haven't even seen that sticker before, or they just forgot that they saw it before, or they simply don't care and they like the sticker and they're happy to see it again. They're like, oh yeah, I remember seeing this like last week. I still like this. You know, it's so stupid to think like, you know, not to post it more often. And I'm working on that. So this turns so fast from an ad break into struggle ramble, if you will. But basically, it's currently April, and if you're seeing this video in April, you have the chance to get this Party Raccoon sticker as a part of my monthly sticker club. You're free to sign up for it and get a new sticker every month, or just sign up and immediately cancel to just get this one. But yeah, I thought I'd let you know. I really like this one. I think it's really cute. And I kind of wish I could put it permanently in my shop, but for now, the stickers that are in my sticker club are exclusive to the sticker club, and they only reappear in my shop after some time has passed when I get to, like, you know, adding them at least half a year later. And if you're not watching this in April, it's okay, because, you know, I still have a bunch of raccoon stickers up on my shop that you can check out. Up next for me is definitely a shop update. I don't think I'll be weeding out designs just yet, because as much as I always say that I don't like them all, when it comes to considering to remove them from the shop entirely, I'm like, someone else might like this. Like, I don't think that any of my stickers are so bad they need to be removed, because I really think they do have the potential to be liked, which is so funny because I'm so hesitant on promoting them to anyone at all because the other part of my brain thinks that no one will like them. Yeah, ramble over. Let's get on with the video. I'm so sorry. So, hi. I don't think I've been on here to talk a lot. I don't even know whether this is the first time I'm speaking in this like range of footage because I don't remember exactly what I recorded. But like in the last 2 days, I spent most of my time just studying because I'm currently doing a statistics module and math is not my friend. I started this week off like trying to, with a mindset of doing another art vlog and filming another art vlog because that was, I was like, okay, I got one out now, just do it again. And then I just didn't feel like filming a lot. I have a bunch of footage of me drawing in this sketchbook now because I already did a few pages, like these. And then I did sketches for one spread. And then yesterday I did this one. And there's still only, there's 2 spreads and 1 page left in this, and this is based with acrylic, which is why I'm gonna have to sit down for that one because what do you draw on top of acrylic with except for acrylic? So I'm actually gonna have to do an acrylic painting in my sketchbook. I think I'm gonna sit down right now and take the patience and actually finish this spread of pigeons. So let's talk about these pigeons. I started them off with a watercolor set that I got from a Scrawler box back in 2022. I either got it as a part of their subscription or I bought it like as a previous box that was still in stock with them. I'm not sure. I'm very glad that I used these as a base coat, like an underpainting if you will, because I intended to go over this with gouache later. Because the turquoise and pink combination in this set just looked really pretty, and I'm very glad I had those as base colors because it really directed the whole color scheme of this page. I feel like I should explain why I feel so drawn to painting pigeons at the moment. Although like there isn't like a bigger picture explanation for it. Maybe it's just my love for trash animals in general. Maybe it's the fact that I grew up in a rural area where pigeons just weren't frowned upon as they are in the city, so I just grew up liking pigeons for their colorful full coats, like, the blue and turquoise purple shimmer in their feathers is just so pretty, and they're so cute and derpy. I don't get why people hate them so much. But ever since we moved, we have this pigeon that visits our balcony on a daily basis, and it just makes me very happy to see this pigeon on my balcony like every day. I just get really excited about it. And so yeah, my camera roll is filled with pictures of the same pigeon from a distance on our balcony, because if I get too close to the window, it'll fly away. I can only photograph this pigeon from one angle, cowering on the ground, trying to hide myself while I sneakily take a picture whenever this pigeon is on our balcony. It's so silly. I'm so stupidly excited about this bird sitting on the railing. So yeah, that's that. Maybe I can find you a clip of it on our balcony, because granted, there are plenty of pictures and videos that I took of this pigeon. I'm just not sure whether I have one on hand right now that doesn't show my neighbors, so. Okay, so I just finished the pigeon sketchbook page. I'll show you more close up later when I hopefully run you through my finished sketchbook pages. So I think I'm gonna edit them a bit digitally so I can turn some of them into stickers, and hopefully to also like adjust their staring a little bit, because they have one hefty stare at the moment, and I don't enjoy that too much. And then I also still have like 6 pages to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 pages. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any more painting. Maybe watercolors, because as I said previously, I feel like with a watercolor paper sketchbook it's a waste to not use wet media in it, and so I don't want to just fill it with random doodles with like pens. Like, I don't want to fill it just for the sake of filling it, although that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to find like a balance between getting it done and also putting something in there that belongs in there and was actually, that looks cool. So yeah. I'm not so gracefully gonna skip over the acrylic page because that one had me feeling like this. And now, after establishing that I can indeed be a bit dramatic, let's get to some of my favorite pages, honestly. The one that I'm drawing right now is just taken off of a Pinterest reference that I started just because I wanted to use this specific blue marker that I got out of some art subscription box as well. The shade of blue just, I don't know, I really liked it at the moment, and I wanted to use it for something, and this is one of the pages. As I said before, half of the pages doesn't work for markers and it just bleeds, and so that's why I felt way more than okay to just leave this as like a simple marker sketch basically, but like it turned out really nice. And I think the reason I chose this reference is because I've never really drawn skulls, and skulls are kind of a common motif, and I was like, I was just in the mood to draw skulls, and so afterwards I continued to draw some skulls. I picked up some references and drew some skulls from different angles. Now I will be spoiling you, I like these skulls so much that I scanned them and turned them into like a little compiled artwork that I am selling prints of, and I also turned them into stickers because, as we've established, you can't stop me from making my own art into stickers because I am addicted. Hopefully these will appear in my shop soon after this video is published, but if they're not, I'm probably sick. It's kind of funny to me that 2 videos ago, and although this was almost a year ago, I had a sore throat while recording the voiceover, and I unknowingly had tonsillitis, and now I'm recording this voiceover and I once again have a sore throat. So hopefully this time it is just a cold and not something that I will be bedridden over for a week with fever. After that blow drying my sketchbook jump scare, I will leave you to breathe through with a little bit of well-deserved silence from my voice. Summer rain on the window. Watch the time float on. It blows a memento as I fall behind. I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future. Maybe I'll be better when we're old enough. Alright, I'm done, you're done. I finished my technically second sketchbook ever, but it feels like my first one because maybe I'll show you my first ever sketchbook in a different video, but I really don't want to count it. I just I used to be a digital artist, so traditional sketching wasn't something I ever did. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you soon in the next one if I don't fall ill like a sickly Victorian child.